Your theories are the worst kind of popular tripe, your methods are sloppy, and your conclusions are highly questionable.
Hello everyone, Dr. Incompetent here, and I'm going to do something I like to call Offal Observations. Now, I'd like to just pause for a moment, because this is the first of these, which there will be many, because I make many Offal Observations, and just give you some information about what these are. This is a space for me to kind of go off on some tangent or detail that I think is interesting but would otherwise make the stream, which is already too slow and long, even slower and longer. So I like to just kind of make a short segment here where I can explain something that I find interesting but takes us wildly off course. And I can promise nothing in terms of the value of these observations, the interesting aspects of these observations, the contribution to society, the intelligence behind them. Actually, I'd be safer promising just a dearth of all of those things. Anyway, I still think this is something fun and interesting to do, and I'd love to hear your comments about it. Now, I use the word awful because I want to imply both the business of innards, because I think that is, to me, it's revolting. I'm not interested in preparing or eating animal innards any more than is strictly necessary, like if I'm starving or something, but most of the time I avoid them and find them vomit-inducing, I suppose. But also, I like how it is a homonym with just awful, A-W-F-U-L. Because it implies that these are terrible observations, which they are. So anyway, with those two meanings, the kind of like homonym sound parallel meaning, and then the actual definition of O-F-F-A-L, and also the second meaning of awful in the dictionary, I believe is just garbage or trash, and that's also where we're at. So this really works on a lot of levels. Anyway, what I want to talk to you about here is something that you'll notice on the screen. The character creation screen is a great way to visualize this. You can see that they have put all of the stats in the game in a nice tidy column, and they have beautifully rendered artwork for each icon. But what I want to talk about is the business of abbreviating all of the stats to 3 letters. This is something that harkens back to D&D for me, and is very, very common. It's a space-saving technique. I get it, okay? But as I'm looking through the list, when you get down to the bottom, you'll see that luck is abbreviated LCK, and this is where I'd like to focus the attention of this awful observation. It's depressing when you have to abbreviate something from 4 letters down to 3. It just seems tedious, pointless, a waste of an exercise, and I get it that most of these words are much longer than 4 letters. Might is only 5, speed also is 5, but when you have something that's 4 and you have to shrink it or concatenate it down to 3, it's just embarrassing, frankly. But what I really want to get at is the choice of the letters here. Why is it that when abbreviating the word luck, we have decided to remove the only vowel in the word and feel that that's the best way to transmit that word? It seems to baffle me. Many of the other abbreviations here are not in the business of removing vowels. I look at, personality, which is the 3rd stat, and, okay, great. The vowel in the middle there, that makes sense. I understand intelligence, it starts with a vowel, okay, fine. So does endurance. And then, when you do look at might and speed, those are omitting vowels, but the consonants that they're using help you understand the word and seem non-redundant. If I told you that I've got 4 letters, and 2 of those letters, C and K, combine to make the same sound as if one or the other were there, does it seem the best use of our letters to take out the U and give the C and the K, which are the same sound? L-U-K seems to be the phonetic way to represent luck. I would know that instantly. I could just say it, even if I didn't know, if I was a non-native speaker but could sound out the phonemes. I would get it, and I would be on point. But here, we've decided to take out the U and provide the CK, and this frustrates and confuses me. It's not that I don't get what the stat means. The dice do a great job graphically of communicating this, but I just wonder the thought process. Who was it who sat down and just consciously decided, you know, the U has to go here? Even LUC, okay, I get something closer than look. You know, is it lick? Okay, is it lock? All right, is it lack? There's many things that this could be, and by taking out the relevant vowel, I think we're just hurting our cause. And I'd love for someone to explain, because I don't think this is the first time I've seen luck abbreviated this way. I just don't get it, and I'm missing something crucial about human existence, the nature of the English language, the nature of abbreviation, and the business of communication. And I would very much appreciate it if somebody could fill in these details for me in the comments below. Please point out how incompetent I am, how foolish I am to not understand the reasoning here, or commiserate with me. Agree with me, for God's sakes, if I'm not completely off my rocker. And yes, I am in a rocking chair, and as far as I know, I haven't fallen out, but maybe you would debate that, and let's talk about that. So please, leave your comments below to get to the bottom of this mystery, which has been plaguing mankind far longer than the 1991 creation date of the game. If you enjoy this content, or if you hate it, please like and subscribe it anyway. I would appreciate that, and you know, you could do it ironically and then laugh, you know, internally, and I would still appreciate it all the same. All right, everybody. Until my next awful observation, Vayakam, Namaste.